What's good, everyone? RagingYoshi here with another episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Recharge Memories. So, previously, we finished off Halloween Town, and now we are getting ready to dive into Halo Bastion. So, here I am equipping the deck that we need in order to take on the next things coming up. So let's see what awaits.
But you want was actually
Too clever. I'm Larxene. So, are you enjoying your stay at the castle? I bet it's nice to peel away all the worthless memories and awaken the true memories that lie deep in your heart.
True memories?
Although, it seems that you're still forgetting the most important thing here. When that it'll break her heart.
Poor girl. Do you know her? Is she here?
Yes, she is. You see, the bad guys are holding her captive, somewhere deep inside the castle. And you obviously are the hero, so you have to go save her. Although...
Ah!
I'm a bad guy, so you have to go through me.
Sora! What's that? Is that thing mine?
What a shame! You've been wearing it all this time and forgot? No, that's not possible. The memory has to be engraved somewhere deep inside your heart. Sora, you think carefully now. What, oh what could it be? And who gave it to you?
Meh.
Sora, you're getting it now. Release the memory from within your heart.
Namine.
Well, it's about time. That's right, Namine. Yes, she's the one that gave you that tacky little good luck charm. Not that you even bothered to remember. No surprise, seeing as you also couldn't remember her name. Talk about heartless, I can't believe you. It'd serve you right if I decided to smash this piece of junk.
Let it go! Namine gave me this. It's very important to me.
Oh, it's important to you. "10 seconds ago, you didn't even know what it was.
So, we are now preparing to play Larxene. And here we're going to be showing off the lovely strategy that I have come up with for fighting the organization members. And now that we have the slate for Sonic Blade, all we really have to do is just spam it. And for the most part, the enemies won't really get much of a chance to attack because they'll be caught in hit stun. It's a little bit busted for these fights, I'm not gonna lie. It's not an end-all be-all, but it works pretty well. There's a flaw in my deck right there, so it messes up that Sonic Blade. But still, we're just able to completely and totally wreck them. But as you saw, Larxene hit me with a 0, managed to halt my attack. And here I have a few spots where my deck is actually messed up, so yeah, we take take a bit of hits for a little bit. But now we're back on track, and this fight's gonna end in another moment. These fights are going to be really fast so long as I'm using this strat.
This is it. You're just a toy.
Did I just see it? What? Very quick? Yes. And, oh, it does only get more ridiculous with the strat I used for some later fights. But we get the Thunder spell card, which Thunder is actually a really good card, especially when you stack it together and use Thundaga. And for the rest of the game, I'm probably going to be taking HP or CP because there's no other useful slights in the game.
You're not as bad as I thought. You really are a hero. A heartless hero.
Who asked you?
Oh, does it hurt because it's the truth? You are just a baby. And if you're gonna be a baby, then here you go. I created another card from your memories, you know. Be a good boy and say thanks. Ta-ta.
Wait, Larxene! Where are you? Don't you dare hide from me! Show yourself!
Sora, calm down. She's not coming back.
Sora?
I hate this. Why'd I need someone like that to bring back Namine's memory?
And we get 4 new world cards: Atlantica, Neverland, Hollow Bastion, and 100 Acre Woods. And I'll be honest, Sora raises a great question. Why did he need someone like that to bring back Namine's memory? It's really unfortunate, but as you saw before, we do have another small collection of world cards ready for us. So here, I decided to just take a moment to rename the different decks I have, because I just felt it was appropriate, since this is our main deck that we're going to be using for most boss fights, if not all of them. Because it's honestly probably the most convenient deck to be using. So this will be our boss deck. For most boss fights, specifically organization members, we're going to be using that deck. This will be our grind deck. It's typically for grinding through waves of enemies so that we don't have to deal with them for extended periods of time. Although, in the next world we're going to be going to, it's not going to be perfect. It's going to struggle a little bit at times. Yeah, I didn't have enough room to put deck all the way there, but you know what? It's fine. What am I doing? I'm actually very curious as to what I'm doing right now. Oh, that's right. I got some more Blizzard cards, so I figured I might as well throw them in. It's only really useful if I can put another 3 Blizzards in, which I am able to because I have 2 Blizzard 4s and a Blizzard 2. A couple fires, so I think I just throw them in because it doesn't really matter at this point. Yeah. And we do have a couple of regular attack cards in there, because we do need to make sure we keep some of those in, especially for what we're going to be encountering soon enough.
Whew. Throwing that battle wore me out.
Really? It looked to me like you just plain lost.
How dare you! You don't appreciate the nuances of
An ungainly effort.
Vexen.
How could you be humbled by someone of such limited significance? You shame the organization.
How can we help you, Vexen? It's not very often we see you topside.
I came to lend you a hand. You obviously believe this Sora has much potential, but I remain unconvinced he is truly worth such coddling. I think an experiment would show if he really is of any value to us.
Well, here we go again. It's just an excuse, so you can carry out your little experiments, that's all.
I'm a scientist. Experiments are what I do. Yes.
Whatever. You can do what you want. But you know, I think testing Sora is just a cover for testing your valet.
Valet? He's the product of pure research.
What he actually is a toy.
You should just learn to be quiet.
Anyway, since you came all this way, you're gonna need this. A humble gift to my elder. I hope you use it to put on a very good show for us.
Sora, not so fast!
We don't have time! They've got Namine! We gotta rescue her!
Whew. Sora sure does seem like he's upset.
You be too. He just remembered a friend, but found out she's in trouble.
Good point. I guess if we heard that the king was in danger, we would be pretty upset about that too.
Oh boy, a lot of exposition there, not gonna lie. But it is pretty major. We don't know exactly what's going on. We just know that those organization members, as they call themselves, have Namine. But here we have 4 worlds: Atlantica, Neverland, Hollow Bastion, and 100 Acre Woods. We're going to start off by going into Hollow Bastion. This is going to be the first of these worlds that we will be taking care of. This music, I must say, if I have to go through my memories of the first Kingdom Hearts game and say what areas had like the most memorable audio tracks, I'd say without a doubt Hollow Bastion and Traverse Town. Those are like the 2 areas that I remember the music from the best growing up. This game probably spurred a lot of my love of video game music and how it just builds the atmosphere of where you're playing. But yes, here we're in Hollow Bastion, and it seems as if we've encountered beasts going through some untold lengths to get to Belle and find her and rescue her. And Belle's telling Beast to go away. I don't want to deal with you. Belle's giving Beast the cold shoulder. Kinda hurts, especially when he's gone through such major lengths to try and rescue you. But I digress. So, that being said, there's not really much else going on other than the fact that they're going to be chasing after Belle with Beast. So I'll take a moment to talk about some of the enemies from the previous worlds we've been to and their enemy cards should you be lucky enough to encounter them. I know I've mentioned this previously, but enemy cards, they're randomly dropped from the last enemy you kill in the area, and you have a chance at getting something really good from them. So, we're going to talk about Search Ghost one, first off, which Search Ghost, their enemy card, actually causes your attacks to make you gain HP, but enemies don't drop as many items. We have White Knights, which give you the ability to super jump, and Gargoyles make you harder to hit. As well, while we're on this subject, if we talk about Oogie Boogie's card, it makes it so that you regain HP slowly, but the lower your HP is, the more HP you gain back. So, now that we have spoken about these, hey look! The game's not fast forwarded. At this point, a lot of the worlds, I'm rushing through them in such a way that, ow. Okay, so that thing I got hit with, it messes up your controls and makes it really hard to control where Sora's going. Not gonna lie, it caught me off guard when I got hit by it. But so as I was saying previously, a lot of these worlds, I more or less I'm going to be streamlined going through the worlds, not spending as much time killing enemies as I usually do. This world is a great example of that. But here we have some new enemies. First off, we have Dark Balls, which is more or less a generic Heartless we're going to see a lot of. Big, take a lot of hits, and pretty hard to deal with. These guys, they are Wyverns. Wyverns, flying Heartless, can be annoying to hit, especially when you're using like the Blizzard combo like I am. They can kind of take quite a few hits with the Blizzard, still one-shot them at this point, which is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. There was another Heartless in that fight, but we're going to wait till we see it again to talk about it. But here, we have Wizards. So, in this world, we have Wizards are immune to magic. So, my Blizzard strategy does not work on the Wizards. Meaning, that's why I need to make sure I have attack cards remaining in my deck. Wow, I just one-shot that Heartless before I could talk about it. That's really upsetting. Here we go. And now I realize, oh, they absorb that. Which, that's why I keep a nice healthy amount of attack cards in the deck. No big deals. It's really not a big issue. So there's one other new Heartless here that I haven't had a chance to talk about. Which I'm still waiting for it, or myself not to just kill it outright. That thing's so... As you can see, it's actually really frustrating me. Like, it's just so annoying having to deal with that. Alright, but over there in the back corner we have a Defender. Defenders carry a large shield, which deflects physical attacks from the front, but magic... Actually, it deflects magic too, if I remember correctly. Okay, there we go. I thought I was about to die. I was about to be really disappointed in myself. But so, for the most part, it deflects most, if not all, attacks in the front, meaning you do have to hit him from the side. But, like a lot of Heartless, he can go down to just a couple good spells, specifically Faraga and Blizzaga. Yep, it deflected off the shield. And Blizzard takes him out. Very nice. He's actually my favorite designed Heartless in all of Kingdom Hearts. I think the Defenders have just such a good design. There we go, we killed the thing. That was annoying. Got a couple more Heartless fights here. But yes, now that we don't quite have any of the Wizards to deal with, I'm more or less trying to make sure that whatever I hit with hits the Defender. And even when that Blizzaga hit the Defender, it took 2 of that to kill it. Ah, beautiful. Lots of damage. It's funny because you have access to all this damage from the beginning of the game. And I think this is actually the last Heartless in this room. It's really not worth trying to grind in this area because, well, not with using the kind of deck that I'm using. If you're using a more physical card style deck, you can actually grind here perfectly fine. Which, grinding with physical cards is not impossible. It's just, it's a little more time consuming because it takes a lot more to kill things. Whereas this, it's very quick, and if you do it in the right places, you'll just destroy world upon world of enemies. There we go. I thought we were gonna have to fight him again. Whew, oh boy. But yeah, this fight really isn't difficult. These fights aren't really difficult. These enemies aren't too hard to deal with. At this point, I'm really just trying to rush through the world. Because there's too much going on, and there's not enough like really interesting things to do where it feels worth going off and exploring. God, I'm yawning a lot. Oh, look, another Thunder card. It's a Thunder one, though, which doesn't make it as useful as it could have been. So I just want to know what's in that chest. But here we have the map. We have a pretty big map in front of us. It shouldn't be too bad getting to the door we need to. Come on. There we go. And here we get Reflect Raid. So clouds into attack cards, and we throw our Keyblade and it bounces all over the room. But with that being said, we are about done with this episode. So next episode, we will finish up Hollow Bastion. I will see you guys.